Yeah, did anybody have any questions about what exactly all went on here?
Yeah, can you recap the campaign to?
Yeah, sure.
No,
I'll
no.
just edit several hours of audio for you. How about that?
Oh yeah, where can I find that?
Yeah.
It's YouTube. Are you trying to get me to do a call to action for fuck's sake? Like, God.
But I think they're trying to like get you to do an advert. But if someone's listening to this,
They already know.
they're there.
Already there.
Yeah, but then you'll have an advert for later to put somewhere else.
You know what always annoys me is on YouTube videos when they go like, "Hey, don't forget to follow and leave a comment and leave a like and blah 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 blah." Like people don't fucking know how YouTube works and need to be instructed every goddamn video. Damn.
Speaking of which, though, if you have listened to this whole campaign, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm.
Behold, the best people are the ones who have subscribed to this channel and have pressed the thumbs in the upward direction. If this is you,
Why do I do this?
you are truly the best.
The real heroes.
Social media engagement has been achieved.
You're far more heroic than we are! Because we're kind of assholes!
If they fucking sat here and listened to this whole fucking thing, they are more heroic than almost anybody.
They have patience beyond belief, quite honestly.
I swear to God, at one point I had my shit together. Okay, you guys were talking about the regicide being achieved. One might say what happened last session, which was ages ago. Regicide was achieved the day of the solid gold Tyrannosaurus, which shall live on forever in infamy.
Our hero, Cardwick.
Our hero Cardwick, who 100% did not ask for any of that shit.
Never asked for.
I think he was kind of asking for it by being a dickhead.
True.
Sure.
So how much were we paid?
You have not been paid yet. 24 hours has passed since the events in question. 24 hours in which there has been a flurry of activity. You've seen the Rook's many contacts and henchmen sort of coming out of hiding, setting up an interim government as they try to prevent havoc from overtaking the streets. You see, there was a lot of celebrating when King Grissler was, when regicide was achieved. So the solid gold Tyrannosaurus statue has been sort of wheeled over into the town square, while the remains of King Grissler have been removed from its jaws. A homemade effigy built of straw and whatever else is handy has been hung from it to commemorate the great dethroning of the much-hated King Grissler. Problem with the situation is that once everybody's gotten down and actually started talking about where we're going from here, the community is very heavily divided. There are a lot of people who agree with the Rook's idealistic outlook on the rights of the individual and justice and so on, whereas other people seem to be very intent on the return of Prince and, to their mind now, King Rend, who is of course off in the field doing soldiery things. Now, what have you guys been up to for the past 24 hours? There's been partying. Clay has sort of left your little group. He has a number of tasks that have been set upon him by the Rook, but he did tell you to meet her at a certain location the next day to receive your full payment and thank yous and accolades.
Oh, what was this location?
The location is actually, it is down at the very bottom, the first rung of Freefall, the just inside the gates, where you guys first took the gondola. Gosh, at this point, not 36 hours ago. Clay kind of explained that it was the Rook's desire to keep things sort of down low, where all of the citizenry can can see the proceedings of this new government that they're sitting out. They're not going to hide in the domiciles of the rich. So there is a cabin that they have set up to do audiences and things of that nature at the very foot of the cliffs of Freefall. The city, not the mountain.
All right.
Also, the city, not the person foot.
Yes.
Put the cabin on Foot's back.
Yeah. How do you guys? This is a party town tonight, although it is occasionally breaking out and getting rough, with some political disagreements in the streets,
Yeah.
but still mostly good cheer.
Yeah, those political disagreements sound pretty lucrative to me. Sounds like I have some assassination I could be hitting up.
Okay, so you're going to be networking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna give first dibs to Rook and her party, but I mean, she doesn't take it up.
That's more amazing than I could have possibly imagined.
But are we all together, just walking around?
That is one of the things I am asking. Are you guys a social group?
Well, Foot at least is going to be partying and
Hell
fixing
yeah.
shoes while possibly drunk.
Because that's his idea of a party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, something I just thought of. I would love for Foot to have the ability to guess what people do for a living by the soles of their shoes,
Ooh, I like that.
or at least try to,
Like for fun or for money?
for fun. After
Maybe
he
funny.
figures out how much they use their shoes, then he goes, "Hey, I can fix this for you. I can fix this for you for less than a gold."
People aren't really going out to get their shoes fixed on this evening, but I think the first thing will work really well. Do you have proficiency in insight? It feels
One.
unlikely.
It does feel unlikely. Apparently, he is actually.
He is. Okay. So
Yeah.
I would say take expertise and give me an insight check. That's double your proficiency bonus instead of
Which is-
just your proficiency bonus.
+3, yes.
So yeah, add another 3 on top of the 3 that you get for being proficient.
19.
19. All right, you do really, really well. Like, yes, I am the butcher. How did you know I was the butcher?
Yeah, it's just a gift. It's just a gift.
This is amazing. Here, come over and look at this. Hey, guess this man's shoes. What do you think he is?
Oh yes, yes. That's a man right there. He is a guard.
The guard practically drops his sword and shield. So amazed is he. You guessed his bailiwick. Tiger, what is Globtalk up to on this night of festivities and possibly the purge?
Well, I sort of imagine she would go straight for the politicking. She would try and teach the people of Freefall about justice, which, being a goblin, she knows a lot about it. But since you mentioned that we will be dealing with the whole political stuff the next day, and given that you've reminded us it's been like a day since we got here, she's probably fucking exhausted with all the running around and the regicide accomplishing.
I was gonna say it's quite impressive how we got here in a day and fixed the problem.
You fixed a problem.
A problem. We did our
you
job.
fixed the problem you were retained for, so that's not nothing.
We did our job.
But yeah, I imagine Globtalk has found a dusty bar and is in some quiet corner sipping whiskey and telling stories.
Unfortunately, as was laid out in a previous session, there really only is one bar open right now. It's the Jack's Head, and Danny DeVito, Goliath, is giving you dirty looks. But trade sure is up, and the silver is out, and even some gold has found its way back into circulation. So he doesn't really have much to complain about. Okay, you do find a lot of people looking on with awe and sort of inspiration. It seems that this event that you guys have catalyzed has been a long time coming. There was no lie told when they said that Gristler was a deeply unpopular ruler. You will probably be challenged to a couple of political squabbles by a few swarthy Goliaths who set a lot of stock in that classic Goliath story of might makes right, and obviously the right man for the job is Prince Rend when he returns. Now, as to whether you rise to that challenge or not, that's up to you. Either way, it's bound to be an eventful and potentially stressful evening for one who is trying to tell stories and inspire the people in a little corner of a little tavern.
I'm wondering if that would legally count as incitement.
Well, it's hard to say. At least from what you've heard, Rook seems to be calling the shots. The Rook seems to be calling the shots. But who knows?
Can I use a thieves' cant to get a skinny on any type of situation that's developing?
Type of situation that is developing.
Yeah, secretly with thieves' cant.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Leslie knows from being here for a little while that there is sort of the darker part of town, the poorer part of town, is the second level. That's where the laborers and the working poor make their homes. It's a shadowy place with a lot of potential for crime. That is a place where you can go. I will say,
Not to cut you off, but I also have a feature called Ear to the Ground that also does like pretty much almost the exact same thing. You are in frequent contact with people in the segment of society that are chosen cores. People might be associated with the criminal underworld. The connection comes in a form of a contact in any city you visit, a person who provides information about the people and places of the local area.
Ah, okay, all right. So it might not be an individual that you personally know, but as a combination between your ear to the ground and your thieves' cant, I would say that you recognize the signs of an informant when you see one. You see a beggar in the streets. The beggar has 3 bowls and what seems to be 6 matchsticks. 2 matchsticks on either side of the bowl. All 3 bowls lined up, creating sort of almost like the symbol of an insect. You know that this happens to be a sign of a member of the Order of the Centipede. The Centipedes are sort of an underground crime group that is international. It's basically in pretty much every nation, every major city has a representative of the Order of the Centipede. And you know that this guy is advertising, for all that he is asking for coin, that he can give you information about, well, basically any underground doings. Now, all he needs to do is convince him. He's a scrawny little elven man, missing most of his teeth.
Yeah, I'll go up to this elven guy and speak to him about
I'm always interested in people's interpretations of this. What does that look and sound like?
It looks like me discussing types of cheeses.
That makes so much goddamn sense in retrospect.
I'm asking him what the brie is like.
What the brie is like, okay. Go ahead and make a... This is to determine exactly how much you can get out of this man. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I have like 0 persuasion.
I will say, because you have ear to the ground and you have thieves' cant, go ahead and take proficiency in it. So add 3.
Okay.
You have proficiency in persuasion in exactly this situation.
15.
13. All right.
No, 15.
15. 15 is better.
Yeah.
You should be proud of that. In response to your questions about brie, he shifts his eyes around a little bit and he says,
it's not so good. I personally would go for the Munster cheese.
And you know that means that there is more to the current political climate than meets the eye, and you should expect upset.
So how is the Limburger developing?
All right, what does that mean?
What specifically stinks the most?
He says,
well, the mold has been growing on top of it, and it's been growing for a long time. It has grown beyond the bounds of the cheese and is affecting the rest of the stock.
I don't wish to be too critical, but I think anyone overhearing this would kind of be able to figure it out.
Yeah. It's not very secretive at all.
And he kind of glances around behind you, and he says,
do you have a dairy farm assistant with you today?
He's looking behind you.
I look behind me as well.
Raz is there.
Oh.
He's low-key been following you for most of the night. The beggar gets up and excuses himself.
What do you want, Raz? Can't you see I was talking to this homeless elf?
You guys were talking about cheese. What?
Yeah. What, you don't like cheese?
I'm a Goliath. Of course I love cheese. Everybody knows Goliaths love cheese.
So then so you never talk about cheese? That's what I thought. Anyway, what do you want, Raz?
I don't know. What are you doing tonight?
It's a weird way to say that. I was kind of looking for jobs, getting the situation of what's developing.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, actually, I was looking for jobs as well, actually. Have you got any leads on anything? Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe in a bit. Hey, why don't you go find Globtalk? I think she's in the bar.
Globtalk's not my style. Come on.
What do you mean?
Well, she's all, righteousness, justice. Come on. I just want to hit stuff.
All right, fine. Stick by me then. We'll find that homeless guy again.
He, for one, gives you the impression of being way more excited than he is trying to let on.
So yeah, you're an assassin, right?
Oh, what gave it away? Was it the killing?
I'm just trying to start a conversation here. Like, you don't have to be like sarcastic about it. I'm just saying, like, how do you get to be an assassin? How does that work? Do you have like apprentices? Or
usually it's
what's that?
People taking you off the street or from an orphanage. They abuse you for several years, and then they kind of give you a knife and say, "Go at it." And if you don't come back, that's that. And if you do, you get more jobs.
Jeez, I'm already halfway there. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, show me the ropes.
Well, can you sneak?
I mean, I can try to sneak.
All right, show me. I mean, I guess you snuck up on me, so I guess that's good enough, right? Oh.
That is a 6 for his stealth.
What are you doing? What do you do?
I'm sneaking.
You just walked behind a corner and then peeked over the corner to see if I'm still there.
Well, I mean, but when I wasn't looking out beyond the corner, you couldn't see me, right?
I mean, if I was a baby, that might work.
Peekaboo.
Well, there's a bit more to hiding than just going behind a corner.
All right. He will take any advice that you will give him on how best to become an assassin. And that is kind of how your evening is heading. So you got a little bit of information out of that member of the Order of the Centipede. Can't find him again. That's not a surprise. Centipedes are really well known for covering up their tracks. And in any case, Raz doesn't seem like he's leaving you alone tonight.
All right, I'm gonna give him some advice to never let anyone guess what you're doing. Like if it looks like you're going behind a corner, you want to start climbing upwards or something like that. You want your movements to look like it's gonna do something else, then do the opposite.
No, so you gotta think about what the other person's thinking about while you're doing stuff.
Yes.
Like empathy and shit.
I mean, you could try and guess. I never got that empathy thing. It just doesn't click with me.
All right, we spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah, we did. We're doing a lot of making Raz a psychopath.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has a pretty good villain origin story, so why not, right? Okay, so you have a little protege following you around now. Foot has partied hard. Globtalk has partied less hard, but way more deliberately, it feels like. And Leslie is once again on the case. He is never not working. He's a workaholic. He's a psychotic workaholic.
I'm always looking on the next kill.
In your various states, you guys find yourselves around the next day at about 11 o'clock in the morning, heading towards your appointment with the Rook at the small cabin on the first level of Freefall, just inside the gates. You travel down the gondola First, you have to find somebody to actually operate the gondola because everybody's hungover, those who are not still reveling. And you find yourselves at the bottom. What kind of state are you guys in?
Well, Lizzie doesn't really drink, so he's sober and not hungover.
Just be Foot is no longer afflicted, polymorph, whatever.
I think when you drank that potion,
Restoration potion.
Yeah.
Morph pox, the restoration potion.
The reason why I asked is because Foot probably would be drunk.
Yeah, and Constitution saving throws would be had.
Yep.
Amazing.
That would be pretty funny if we just turned up to the meeting with a bear.
Oh God!
Just
Another
sat down
one?
and started taking notes.
Foot is quite slosh. Still reveling, or having had at least a little bit of sleep?
Still reveling. No, there's no reason to stop.
Nobody would let you fix their shoes, so you've just started making shoes. Yep. And Globtalk probably fairly well rested and having had a nice breakfast.
Yeah, that sounds about right. She probably seems less hungover and more just a little ornery.
Okay. And you find yourselves converging on the location that Clay vouchsafed unto you.
Were there any people, like anyone guarding this place rather than like city guard?
Not that you immediately see, no. There are guards at the front gate, sort of down the stairs and to the south there, but there's nobody, like, say, guarding this domicile. I will say that a handful of elven merchants are leaving as you arrive. It seems that Rook is doing sort of swift business as the de facto leader of Freefall. So there's a lot going on. The elven merchants sort of like mumble amongst themselves and head up to the gondola that you just vacated to head up further into the city.
Quick question. Did I improve Raz's sneak at all with the quick tips yesterday?
He's a little hopeless at the moment. You think there's potential there, but not in a single night. No. He's still kind of got that teenager klutziness to him. Probably similar at that age, yeah. Aren't we all?
When he joins the Wandering Clan, he'll hone that better.
Okay, so you will you guys enter into the cabin?
Don't see why not.
Are these windows?
Yeah, those are windows.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys go ahead and enter the cabin.
Raz, come on, get in here. Don't stay on the go.
Yeah, but get off of me.
Get off.
You enter in, and there is the Rook. She is seated at a counter that is covered in papers, and she is herself sort of furiously writing with a quill pen. She looks up as you come in, and at her side, of course, is the massive Dud. That makes it sound like I'm insulting him. There is her constant companion, the massive warrior Dud. As always, unspeaking, as always, covered head to toe in plate mail. He makes a fist, and he places it against his heart with a clank as you guys step in, and the Rook looks up. He says, yes, excellent, wonderful. The heroes of the hour, as it were. Come, sit. I just wanted to thank you all for the immeasurable service that you've done for the nation of Freefall and for my own causes, of course. I must say, I wasn't expecting quite the value that I got out of this arrangement, that we, as a nation, got out of this arrangement. I was fully expecting to have to deal with the High Priestess and Svardric myself, which is I have to say I appreciate the dedication to not just the assignment itself, but the spirit of what we are doing here. You are all clearly proponents of truth and justice, and I find myself truly humbled.
Glubtalk sort of gonna give Leslie a side eye.
What?
Kind of a look of, yeah, Yeah, we're very thorough.
Yeah.
We totally did that intentionally.
Yeah. Consider it bonus work. Consider it because we like you, and also because we definitely didn't see you in there, and are like, probably fix this problem she has.
Yeah. Honestly, I just thought it would be easier to get in if Clay took her looks and then we got in.
Yeah, and also we needed to save this kid over here too, because we were totally just there to save the kid and that frog person.
Raz is kind of skulking in the back, like he doesn't want to be talked to. He's got bad posture. I don't know. That seems relevant at the moment. Oh yes. I see that you've picked up a stray, as it were. There are many broken families of one sort or another in the wake of Gristler's tyrannical regime. I do not want to consider what you've done bonus work, though. Like I appreciate you trying to play it off, as it were, but I find myself wanting to reward you all the more. I have elected, upon debate with my esteemed council and advisors, to double your reward to 1,000 gold pieces apiece. Words cannot express my gratitude for what you have done here. The challenges will continue, of course. Your part is done, and we could not have done all that we are doing and all that we will be doing without that help. Your names will go down in history should you choose to be public about your involvement in this endeavor.
Well, we kind of paraded his corpse around on a giant T-Rex. I'm not sure how much more public we could get.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of did blame it on Cardwick. It's all him, right? Right?
Cardwick. Yeah. Yes, I've heard this name.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that after the T-Rex.
Everyone believes it, though. Everyone already believes it, though.
And nobody will really believe that the T-Rex was me.
Yeah, the T-Rex is just there for decoration. It has Heelys, for God's sakes. No one's gonna believe that.
I heard people saying that the T-Rex was Cardwick. They don't know who he is.
Well, fortunately, I'm not quite so uninformed as all that. Of course, I did meet with Clay, and he gave me a full debriefing regarding your adventures together. I don't know that alienating the Yeti folk was entirely the right idea, but apart from that, I can.
We didn't do that. What are you talking about? We didn't eliminate the Yeti folk.
Right.
Yeah, we saved all of them, and then
anyway,
caused an avalanche.
I destroyed the charm that was controlling them,
and I was a penguin.
He's still really salty about it.
The Rook sort of sees you guys sort of wrestling control of the conversation away from her. She has had experience with you doing this, so she instead kind of elects to ignore the rest of you, and she focuses on Glob Talk. Peace Officer Glob Talk, yes?
Yes.
These next few weeks promise to be uniquely challenging, keeping law and order in the city of Freefall. I was wondering if you would consider an extension of your engagement, not in a capacity as an assassin or a mercenary, but as at least an interim sheriff for the city of Freefall. I have, since we last spoke, looked into your names and your previous, shall we say, affiliations and accomplishments, and I find the stories of your adventures in Calamine to be very inspiring. I would be privileged to have a trusting hand working on this fine city that we are endeavoring to stop from falling into anarchy.
Wait a minute. You said sheriff.
Sheriff, yes.
That's an actual thing.
Should it not be?
I thought it was something that Stranglebeard made up.
No, the sheriff is very common.
Well, the first thing we're going to have to do is legislate laws if we're going to be enforcing them.
Yes. We are working on holding an interim election, and we are actually looking for candidates to potentially run the council and perhaps even fill executive function.
Question about that. Are there council members who are still aligned with Rend?
Give me an insight check.
Can I get a bonus with my thieves' cant yesterday? What is my?
Can you get a bonus for a thing that happened yesterday that has nothing to do with this situation?
What, you mean learning about people? It's fine. 10.
With a 10, she pauses a little bit before she answers you. That's what I'll say. With a 10, she says, "Not as far as I know. It has been difficult to convince people that rulership need not come of a line of Goliath former generals, but indeed that wisdom can be found in all walks of life and in the minds of all kinds of creatures and families. That is a challenge that we are going to be facing, I suspect, for some time."
The Rook is really good at saying a lot to say nothing.
Yeah. That's her whole deal.
She is truly a politician.
Yeah. All right. So it sounds like her and Globtalk are going to go back and forth for a little while. Raz is going to absentmindedly pull out a dagger he got from somewhere and start stabbing the frame around the window.
Stop that, you dickhead! Don't ruin someone else's furniture.
What? This place is anarchy. I can do whatever I want. I can throw shit if I want. I could do that. Eventually, the Rook glances through the window and then sort of looks down at a little timepiece she keeps on the desk, and she says, "Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I've kept you for so long. This was supposed to be a very short meeting, but there's so much to discuss. Globtalk, perhaps we could meet up again sometime later this evening, and we can talk law and the keeping of it. Dud, please do give them their earnings." Dud pounds the chest plate of his plate mail once again, and he grabs extremely large bags from the back of the room. 1,000 gold pieces is no small amount, and he proffers them to you. You each gain an additional 1,000 gold pieces.
Woo!
Ooh.
Question about the gold ingots we also took. How much gold do we have total?
I think that's for us to keep track of, isn't it?
It pretty much was. I know that some stuff got left behind. I honestly forget what I said and apparently didn't put it in my notes because it's not in front of me.
Fuck.
I have written down a whole bunch of gold shit from Gristler worth around 550 gold pieces.
That sounds
we also got 100 gold. We also got 100 gold from Raz's dad. And we had
the problem is there was a lot of sources of gold in that castle.
The chest thing was literally ingots, a thing full of ingots of gold. It was super heavy.
Yeah. All right. Having gotten your gold, Raz sticks his hand out and just gets stared at. I see how it is. That's fine. Just help kill the man, but I guess not. We just don't do any of that shit anymore.
Look at the sword you got, man. Oh yeah. By the way, Rook, you have any jobs for the son of what was it? What was your dad's name?
Luz Goat Cooker.
Luz Goat Cooker.
His name was Luz Goat. Raz's given last name is Goat Cooker.
Raz Goat Cooker. Wow.
Raz Goat Cooker. It's actually a very common Goliath name.
Maybe if you cooked us some goat, we'd be more liable to share the gold.
I'm sure every human named Smith gets joked about fucking making swords and shit. Let's go.
I mean, Globtalk's just going to gesture towards Fuss.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I am a paragon of the Talk Good family. First of his name, hopefully not last of his name.
I don't have any jobs befitting one such a skilled young man as of this point, but I am certain that opportunities will present themselves if he is so inclined. I can surely keep you informed if you intend to stay in the city.
I may not. Might try my hand at some politics. Might try my hand at some cobbling.
I feel like assassination is going to be going up real soon.
This place is just gonna get interesting.
I'm afraid that is an accurate summation, Mr. Talkgood. I fear for the days to come, but I know that we are doing good things here, and that shall be my solace in the darkest of times.
So dramatic.
Well, yeah, sometimes you just gotta.
All right. You're being gently shooed out the door.
Oh man, hopefully we don't get ambushed when we leave this place.
Man, that would suck. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
13.
13, not terrible. All right, with a 13, as you guys are talking, and Raz is mumbling and grumbling, and Foot is slowly sort of meandering through the snow wobblingly.
Like a snow angel Foot.
Foot falls to the ground.
Y'all get the feeling that something is off. Now, you would generally be heading to the gondola, presumably, if you're going to stay in town. Leslie happens to cast his eyes around behind him and notices the thing that has been off this whole time, which is the small army.
Oh.
The small army of a few hundred Goliath warriors in rows, arrows knocked, and pointed at you all.
Hey guys, let's get back inside.
You have time for one action. As you hear a hoarse voice shout, "Loose!" and you see a cloud of arrows fly up into the air, heading straight for you.
Godtat's going to yell, "Shields!" Get into position, realize she doesn't have a shield, and go inside.
That was like an action and a half, but it was entertaining, so I'll give it to you.
As I'm coming in, I'm going to grab Raz and just throw him in, because I know he's slow.
He was going to do something stupid, probably, yeah. All right, so the one action everybody takes is to get inside. Fantastic.
He was going to fight in the shade.
As the door slams behind you, you can hear the repeated thuds of arrows biting into the wood of this cabin. You hear glass breaking as a couple of them smash in the windows. And as you look up and you look around, you see a grisly tableau as Dud, the warrior, has impaled the rook on his sword. You also notice for the very first time that Dud, this massive silent warrior who you have known since the very first session, has his helmet off. Tiger's already mad. I know I've done right.
He has been a dude with an undersized dick this entire time.
As he turns towards you, you can see one ice blue eye and the other one milky and cloudy with a slashing scar bisecting his face.
Sans Undertale?
As none other than what you recognize from his portrait, Prince Rend leers at you all.
Dun, dun, dun!
Dun, dun, dun. What?
You know, when something dramatic happens.
He grins and leers at you as the rook slumps to her death upon the hilt of his sword. And for the first time, you note that his teeth have been carved into little tiny points. And he shouts,
You weren't supposed to see that. That's a shame.
Really? That's what you sound like? You're this 10-foot tall giant and you sound like Raz?
How the fuck does that sound like Raz?
No, but shitting him.
Well, you did a great job because you shitted me too, so. And that's going to be initiative. Foot will, of course, be taking everything at disadvantage because he declared that he is drunk. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be a fucking shitty thing to do.
Not drunk. Hungover.
Oh, that reminds me. It's been a day, so Foot, go ahead and roll a d6.
Right.
Right, you know what I'm on about. Okay.
So you might be.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick a slide across this counter. Fuck, but it's advantage, so unfucking believable.
I can't 20 for this time.
All right, we're going for that bonus hit since I haven't gotten that hit yet, or a sneak attack yet. Does 18 hit?
18 is exactly his AC.
Oh, thank fucking God! Thank fucking God! All right, So 22.
22. Okay.
That's with my rapier. I'm gonna like carve something in his chest.
Okay. He negates 14 of that.
God damn it!
As he parries with his extremely wicked and nasty-looking sword, sort of almost glowing black. Oh, I feel like a right heel.
All right, Raz, now's your time to shine. As I go behind the counter. Does he have good reach?
No, he's large size. I think that automatically gives him 10 feet.
It's generally how I do it. So, but he used a reaction to block stuff, so he cannot do an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
so
sweet.
you're actually it's all fine.
Cool.
All right.
So he has no more reactions. Get in there, boys.
Yeah, boys,
Awesome.
get in there.
Ren's turn. He howls and he leaps up onto the table here, scattering all of the important documents all over
those
the
are
place.
important.
He is going to lash out at Leslie.
I would hope so. Exactly.
Find me. 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Awesome. Before I calculate the damage, he's going to do it again.
That does not
15?
hit.
Okay. What about that one? Also not.
Nope.
All right,
Nope.
so he lands one hit.
Thank God.
Leslie parries.
And he deals 13 hit points right back to you.
He does 6.
He does 6?
Yeah, uncanny dodge.
Ah, that's a cool thing that you got. All right, so he blocked your shit. You dodged his shit. He's a little annoyed with you. He's going to walk up to you, and he's going to elbow you in the face with his bonus action. Go ahead and make a grapple check. So that is athletics or acrobatics.
27.
All right. That's pretty damn good.
It's acrobatics.
22. All right. You can feel the limb whistle by your face by mere inches. That is it for him. It is the turn of the fantastic Mr. Foot.
Oh man, I can't believe we get to accomplish Regicide twice. Foot's gonna move away, so he'll take the attack of opportunity.
I don't think
He will not take an attack of opportunity because Rend has already used his reaction.
Yeah.
Foot's gonna yell fireball, but he's really gonna attack with Scorching Ray.
Raz casts Stinking Cloud as he shits himself for a moment. No, go ahead, yeah.
The lowest is a 17.
Ooh, his AC is 18.
I got a 21 and a 21.
Okay, so the two 21s will hit.
Okay. That's 14 fire damage.
Okay, 14 spicy damage.
Actually, add 5 for the Fury of the Small.
Fury of the Small.
Actually,
Feels
does that...
oddly appropriate. You bathe his plate armor with heat, and you can actually see that it leaves sort of a trail of glowing red across it.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Just that it's heating up, or is it actually...
It just means that it's heating up. It just means that you hit him good.
Gotcha. All right.
Doesn't mean anything special, no.
You done sits.
Enter.
Okay. Globtalk behind you, you can hear the door smash, and then smash, and then smash again. Something very large and powerful is trying to get in through the door. But the door is currently holding. For now.
Good thing they didn't try and turn the knob.
Yeah, good thing. Alright, it is at this point that you can hear the sound of countless feet marching towards you through the snow, yelling and shouting as the army seems to be slowly approaching your position. It is Raz's turn.
Come on, Raz. Hit that 20. 20, 20, 20.
He pulls out his sword, and Raz shouts with the powerful rage that reaches down into the very bottom of his soul. You can hear this unparalleled... He's very angry.
Oh, angry!
You will be interested to know that because he participated in the last fight, he received a bit of XP, and he is now a barbarian. He has taken a character level.
Woo! You're the best,
He
Raz.
enters a rage. And he is attacking recklessly, which means he gets advantage. With a 23 to hit, all right, he does 15 points of slashing damage, and that same sort of black crackling energy that you saw when he was fighting previously with this sword creates a tether between him and Prince Ren.
You're the best, Raz. Keep it up.
That is Raz's turn. Globtalk.
Does this table have an underside?
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't sure if it was like a counter or something. Glubtut's going to slide under the table and then sort of come up on the other side and just start blasting.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, that's a 12.
Hey.
21.
21 will.
Yeah, I'm going to do the menacing thing where I add the superiority die to damage, and then he has to make a wisdom save or be frightened.
Okay.
That's 11 damage.
All right, takes 11 damage.
Oh, actually, I might as well. I'll add Fury of the Small to that.
Do it.
So we are level 6, so that'll be 17.
6.
And he will have to make a wisdom save.
Natural 20 for a 27.
Kill.
You hit him with your crossbow bolt. You leave a nice scar once again, sort of like at odds with the scar that's already on his face. And he just turns around and he grins at you as though he thinks this is funny.
Well, that was the attack, the extra attack. So I'm going to use Action Surge to get another attack, an extra attack.
Do it.
22.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
And another attempt at menacing.
Surely
That's 12 damage and another wisdom save.
Surely he can't roll 2 20s in a row.
Why would you say something like that?
That one.
Why would you put that energy out there into the world? 19.
Yeah, he makes it. And then was that the first? Yeah, that was the first attack. So then the extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
20.
It's not really a big deal when you've got a hand crossbow though.
Yeah, I guess not.
I will menacing it again.
Again.
8 minutes already.
So 13 damage and another wisdom save.
18.
He makes it. So that was the attack with the extra attack, the action surge to get an attack and an extra attack, and then bonus attack.
All right.
16.
16. Sorry. And Globtalk lays down because she needs a nap.
3 of my 4 superiority die. At least I got to shoot him in the face when he turned around and smiled, which is what it's all about.
Amazing.
Imagine that's funny. Like you started laughing at you and you just shot a crossbow into his throat.
You shoot him in the throat. Now he does sound like Raz.
Let me fix that for you.
Oh yes, that is all of Globtalk's many actions.
Thank God for that, because damn.
God damn.
Bobby? All right, it is the top of the turn order. I would like to ask... I'll ask Rust. Hey, can you roll a d8 for me?
Yes. Here's your date. 4.
Okay. That's fun.
4.
Behind you, as all this is going down, you hear sort of like a scuffling, tumbling sound of multiple impacts coming down the chimney of this little cabin here. After a split second, landing spread-eagled among the ash and old wood of this fireplace flue is a single Goliath soldier. He stands up, he dusts himself off, and he looks over at you, Foot, who is right next to him, and he says, "Guys, it's Prince Rand. He's gonna..." Oh, shit. And Clay joins the initiative.
What's gonna do, like, just this nervous-ass laughter?
Fashionably late.
I'm so happy. Okay, he joins at 8. But we are back to the top with Leslie.
Fantastic of you to make here.
Flanking.
Yeah, fantastic of you to make it here, finally, Clay. Do I get advantage with flanking, or is that just a bonus?
Yes, you get advantage with flanking.
Oh, okay.
15, still not enough.
Thank God, but I'm going to use my bonus. Please hit. Fuck off. I fucking hate this. I hate this so much.
This sucks so bad for reasons.
Alright, should I make him waste his reaction on attacking me?
Yes, you should.
I'm going to get under the table. I'm not going to be next to the window.
So you jump over one table, or do you just like get down on all fours and skitter under?
I'm just like, oh god.
Oh god.
Actually, how tall is this cabin? It's not that tall, is it?
I'd say it's probably like 20 feet at the center. It's got a pitched roof and everything. So the sides where you're at is more like 10 feet. So it's 20 feet in the center, 10 feet at the edges. at the
all right
north and south edge.
All right, I'll probably bust out my broomstick next turn. But go ahead and try to attack me.
It's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
It fucking hits.
He's 4 or above.
12 points of slashing damage.
6.
Right, 6 points of slashing damage. He does, however, practically bisect the table you're hiding under. The blade comes down basically through the first foot of the table, but with such force it basically levers it into 2 pieces. As you hastily get your limb out of the way and turn what would have been a somewhat worse blow into more of a scratch. All right, that's it for you?
Yep.
All right.
You know,
he says,
it would be useful to have somebody from the Wandering Clan on my payroll. You wouldn't consider perhaps taking a post with me for some 10,000 gold pieces? I could make it worth your while.
Fuck.
So he...
I'm gonna look around the room at the quote unquote friends I've made along the way and go, nah.
You don't get to answer till your next turn. So I will say though that Raz is watching you very closely as he hears this exchange between you. And that is going to be, I'm going to say 2 attacks at Globtalk and 1 attack at Raz. Because Globtalk just did a bunch of damage to him, and Raz has a weird fucking sword thing.
It stabs his life. It still does that, right?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, but not until his turn. All right, so it's a 16 and a 17 against Globtalk.
Both will hit.
Okay.
Is your AC 16?
It is.
Yeah, I want to apologize for that sleazy move, but I feel like it had to be done. There's it. Okay. For a grand total of 29 slashing damage against Globtalk.
I will use my less superiority die to parry.
Yay!
Awesome. All right, so you remove 6 points?
Reduces it by 10 because it adds dexterity as well.
Oh, right, gotcha. Okay. And it's a 22 to hit Raz. Raz takes 13 points of damage. Okay. So that shit happened. It is now Foot Talkgood's turn.
All right. So, question for you:
Mm-hmm.
the wand of fireballs. It's a special case, right? Because we have to literally break it off and throw it.
Yeah, it's like I guess it grows back
Can it break through a window, or will it explode on contact?
I would say that because the text of Fireball, if I'm not mistaken, specifies a place that you can see, that you would be able to cast Fireball out a window. So yes, but it's also worth mentioning that it specifically did mention that the windows were broken by the last volley of arrows.
Oh, yeah, then no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm going to snap off the entire thing, and I'm going to throw it out here so that it only blasts into the window to hit Prince Red while taking out his men outside.
Awesome.
I'm using the whole thing, so 5 charges, which is a level 7 fireball. I'm going to need some dex saves.
I'm working... so the army thing is going to be a little bit different. That's not going to be a dex save. That's very specifically... there's a calculation there, but Rend will get a dex save. I'm kind of doing, like, swarm rules for the army. Which is... So that's a good thing for you. Does a 17... And let me just double check that I actually have that right.
God.
Oh, no! All those ones! Holy shit!
Oh my god! That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones.
This thing
There are more ones than numbers that are not ones.
So
And
not
also
only does
3 twos.
not only does he make it, but it's only 23 damage on 12d6. My god.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That's only
That
one of
blows,
those, right?
man.
It's only one of those, right?
No, I used the whole brick again. It's cursed. It's goddamn cursed.
Well, you did get it under some dubious circumstances. So he takes what? That's 11 points
11
of
points
fire
of
damage. Yeah, on a level 7 fireball. That does stink. You do, however, hear shouts and explosions and screaming of the mortal variety outside. You can't really see what's going on there, but you can sort of smell what's going on out there, and it is carnage.
Yep. Foot's going to take a step back, but that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Whew. You hear there's a lot of burning and dying going on out there among the ranks of Ren's army, but you do hear one loud and clear voice shout, "Right window! Right window!" What is Leslie's AC?
He's under the table.
I'm under the table.
You're under the table. The table has been split in half. You have a considerable amount of cover, but you are not completely covered.
Oh, are they like right here outside the window?
Some of them are.
Oh.
They could. I'd say that they could see just a little bit of you. You get a +5 to your AC.
Oh, with that +5, it's 22.
2. Okay, so
and nothing bad
again. So a flurry of arrows once again darkens what you can see of the sky around you. A whole bunch of them clatter around this window right here, and you can hear them hitting the thatched roof above you. A number of them do make it through. Many of them go skittering across the floor and bouncing here and there. But you get hit with
nothing.
You get hit with nothing.
No consequence.
You get hit with 37 points of piercing.
Jesus.
It's an army. I actually there is a little bit of a mistake that I made there. All right, subtract 11 from that, so it's actually 26 points of damage because they just took some heavy losses from that fireball, so there's not as many people launching them. Yep, so you take 26 points of piercing, and you can hear them milling around outside. The mysterious knocking at the door. There we go. Finally, after continuous smashing and banging, just as if there was somebody with a battering ram outside, the door buckles and splits inward, and there before you find a Yeti framed in the door.
Oh my god.
And others behind it, including a familiar face. Ah, yes, just in time. My new friends. They seem very eager to get on your bad side. I'm having fun. The doppelganger Clay goes like, oh god, what have I gotten myself into this time? He is going to run up and stand elbow to elbow with Raz and lash out at this Yeti. That's a 14 and a 24, both of which hit. Okay, so for 12 points of damage, which is not bad.
Thank you, Clay.
Okay.
Say I never did anything for you.
Raz's turn. Raz is going to unleash another attack at this would-be King Rend. With a 13, that is not enough. But the black shadowy tie that is binding him to Rend engorges as it sups on his life's blood.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Dealing 11 points of necrotic damage.
Gross.
As the wounds that have so far been exacted upon his giant form kind of blacken and fester with this death magic that's going on, Rend is bloodied.
Thank God.
Globtalk's turn.
Globtalk is going to retreat with foot. She's going to be completely aware of the potential threat from Leslie here. So I don't want to hear you trying to argue for no surprise bullshit.
What?
But she will unload on Red.
Excellent. Do it.
Fucking murderize him.
I'm debating on whether to power attack. I think I shall, because
20.
it's not like this could get any worse.
Nat 20.
Unless the witches show up.
Yay! Nat 20!
Nat 20!
I called it. I totally called it.
17 for the first one.
Very nice.
Fucking A. 22 for the second.
Hell yeah.
For 20.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. God, that's 37 points in the...
And then we're going for the triple.
Oh, baby, a triple.
Oh. Alright, anything else for Globtalk?
Nope, that was her attack, extra attack, and bonus attack.
Why don't you do me a favor as we move to the top of the round and go ahead and roll me a d8.
A 5.
Okay. Number 5 on the list. It reads Wave of Underfoot.
Huh.
As the doors open, allowing the Yeti's entry inside, you suddenly hear a chorus of tiny voices going like,
Hey, yay, so, it's also my birthday, yeah.
And just this little wave of furry little creatures pours in through the door. These guys are reveling. They have beer and wine and any old thing that they seem to have managed to lay hands on. including a number of what appear to be little magical potions. And they leave some of them as they go. Everyone here can make a 1d100 roll.
Who the fuck invited all these people to a secret meeting?
I got 7.
7?
I got a 73.
14.
Leslie, at your feet there is deposited a tiny little glass flask with a chilled light blue color tint to the liquid inside.
Hopefully they labeled these.
They do not appear to have.
Damn.
Globtalk, a potion at your feet seems to flicker with this undulating white energy.
Oh no.
And what was that, 74 for you, Foot?
73.
73. Oh, that changes things. Are you...
Yes, I
that
am.
is
You got a
wild.
potion of dinosaur.
Dinosaur potion.
That would be amazing. The potion that you have at your fingertips seems to change colors every few seconds. First it's blue, then it's purple, then it's green. And it just kind of keeps going through a bunch of different stages like that. Okay, and then with that, the carpet of underfoot is away and out the broken windows, and you hear shouts and yips off into the distance. They sure can
I'd
party
like to
for
think
little
that
dudes.
The fight just
Mhm.
stops for a few minutes, finally.
I also like to think that they left a little potion next to Rook's corpse.
There you go, lady.
Here, drink it. Ah, she been pre-gaming.
And it is Leslie's turn.
Oh boy. You know, Ren, 10,000 gold sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go shake his hand.
At last, somebody who sees reason.
And then, you know, when we're shaking hands, I'm going to stab him in the back.
You're going to stab him in the back while you're shaking hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, well, why don't you roll for that? I will say, well, you've already got advantage because you're flanking anyway, but...
Do you bring him in for like the bro hug and then just stab him in the back?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, no 20, but it is 30-20.
30-20 will do it. Go ahead and roll. You've got your sneak attack.
Finally. Yeah.
21 points of damage. Whew, he is, he sort of gasps as his breath is cut off. There's a look in his eyes that he's like, he cannot understand why bribing you with money as a member of the Wandering Clan did not work.
The friends you make along the way. And now I'm going to use my bonus action to hide. I'm going to try and 17. Hopefully.
It's not going to be enough, man.
All right, I'm going to fly away now.
Stab him in the back, drop a smoke bomb, and they can see your legs sticking out from underneath the counter.
All right. I'm going to fly away now. I'm going to fly 20 feet up in the air.
Okay, you fly 20 feet up in the air.
20 feet up here, and 5, 10, 30. Yep, that's all 30. Try and hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Try and hit me. Holy shit.
All right, with a 29 to hit.
That definitely hits, yeah.
Not shocked.
Try and hit me. No, don't try that hard.
No, stop trying that hard to hit me.
Nobody wants to be a tryhard. Come on, 10 points.
Oh, thank God.
All
All
right,
right, I'll make that 5.
Slashing.
I'll make that 5.
Okay, you'll make that 5. Very nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I guess drinking that potion's a bonus action, right?
Yeah, I generally give that's not rules as written, but I give bonus action potion drinks. Yeah.
I'll drink that potion next time.
He stomps over the counter, splitting it down the center and sort of negating it as a thing that you can hide under from here on out.
That one.
Sorry about this. Like, damn. Come on. 14 to hit?
Nope.
23 to hit.
It does hit. Yeah!
And a nat one. Okay, so only...
Before he utterly obliterates me.
It's just really clear that he's swinging kind of wildly. This is clearly a person who is not used to his gambits not panning out for him. He felt like he had this in the bag. So nothing material happens to him, but you can see that things are starting to fray at the edges for him. You take 13 points of damage. And you are not close enough to... Holy shit, dude. If you had been hit even a little more...
Yeah.
Yeah. You are not close enough for his bonus action attack, but Raz is. He's going to sort of whip around and kick the little guy in the face.
Raz is
trying to knock him over.
Yeah, Raz, you can take it.
He might be tougher than that. I don't know.
He is big.
He has advantage on strength-based checks, so that'll be.
Who wins? Who wins in this one? When it's.
As an ally of yours, I would probably kick it to Raz. Yeah. I'll kick it to Raz. He is not knocked backwards or knocked down by this thing. He almost loses contact. You can see the black line between him and Ren grow dangerously thin, as though it's about to snap. But he regains his balance, and the line is back stronger than ever. Okay, that's Ren. Really quick before the Yetis go, it is foot talk good.
Now, just to remember, we saved this guy from being gold, didn't we?
Did we not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, specifically, Kunk did, and he was kind of a dickhead about it.
He was a bit of a dickhead about it.
Well, it looks like they're coming after us.
My family.
We killed the guy that did it to you.
Also, a quick question: Would Foot's earlier fireball have hit them if they were trying to break through the door?
Right now, my fireball will hit him at the very least. So if he
that's
was
fair.
There,
so he would have taken
either 23 or half. 23.
23 points of damage. That is absolutely fair.
So Foot's gonna yell, "What are you attacking us for? I was a penguin at the time." And then, under his breath, chant, "Leslie, Leslie, Leslie," as he throws off another fireball. This time from a cell slot.
Hell yeah.
So,
okay.
Army, Head Honcho, and Ren all need dex save. And
you mean Shadash?
yes.
For Head Honcho? Okay.
More like shit ass.
Shit ass. Also, I gave him a +2 earlier when it's actually a +1. That was my mistake. All right, Shadash. Nat 1.
Hell yeah.
This is karma.
This is what you get for betraying the people that helped you.
I want to be very clear about something. Y'all don't, in real life, y'all get it, right?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay.
We helped
I
him.
just find myself wondering.
We totally helped him.
Okay.
I saved his people from enslavement by a witch.
I've saved him from an avalanche, and I saved him from being gold. I saved him multiple times. Like, surely this, gets me a +1 at least for a don't fuck me over.
Shit. Yeah, it's +5 for Rend. And then the army just takes damage. It's 15.
Ren does make it for half damage. So 25 for those who take full, and 12 for Ren.
Okay.
And Ren dies.
Shadash is almost brought low by that fireball. He barely comes up from it. There's fur on fire all over his body, and he finds himself gripping the door frame, almost cracking it underneath his Yeti grip, just to stay upright. All right. Anything else?
Leslie.
Drink your potion. Or throw me a potion.
I drink my potion. And then I go, "It's already empty!"
Oh, you already drank it?
Just now, because you said, drink your potion, give me the potion. But as soon as you said drink the potion, he would have drank it.
Oh, you want my potion?
No. He has his own potion that changes colors.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
That was a hell of a conversation.
This is a little esoteric, and I'm going to say that you can't really do anything until your next turn to kind of let you think about it. But on the list that I am using, what that was is a transmutation potion. It says, this is very vague, lets the user have the ability to change something's property. Like properties. So
give me full health.
There's going to be... Huh?
Give me full health.
Have the property of better health. I will say that it'll have to be something that you can... Okay, but it will have to be something that you can physically touch.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He touches himself.
No, it's... Oh my god. It's not gonna get to me.
It's not gonna get to you.
Now I want to know what it is.
Alright, so you just think that over the course of your turn. I probably should have vetted this list a little bit better, because that's taking a lot on faith there. Okay. It is the turn of the Yetis. They come tearing into the room. This one is going to attempt to overrun young Raz.
Nah, he's too strong for that.
You have a lot of faith in this guy suddenly. He's your little buddy now. Okay.
I think you're confusing faith for a desire for a meat shield.
A guy that takes the hits for me.
Okay, he's going to try to bowl over Raz. 22. Raz still raging, still has advantage on his...
Or at least a 19.
All right, with a 19 and a 20, he does not manage to withstand the Yeti. The Yeti knocks him down and ends up on top of him. His magical connection of harm and darkness severs.
Damn.
This one is going to go ahead and run in and run past. He cannot reach Leslie, who is right up by the top of the eaves there. So, instead, he is going to make multi-attack and make 2 claw attacks. I'll say 1 each at Globtalk and at Foot.
Has Globtalk been hit yet?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further.
Nat 1 on Globtalk, so not getting hit this turn.
Another Nat 1.
Other Nat 1, he says. For a 9. God, why do Yetis suck so
I
much?
think for being cryptids, they'd be pretty cool, other than being made of ice.
All right, Shadash shuffles into the room
They're not made
with
of
the
ice.
same amount of hit points.
Ice affinity. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Do you mean ice affinity?
Like-
They live in snowy places.
Whatever, they
Do-
cause
do-
cold. They cause
Do
cold.
Eskimos
They're
have ice affinity?
Those are people. What are you talking about?
Is that right?
They're just big white bears with horns.
All right. Now shuffling into the room is Shadash. Shadash, he sees Leslie up by the ceiling, and he narrows his eyes and he begins to chant. I am going to need, from Leslie, a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. I mean, that's not the word. Oh, it's
All right, what'd you get?
21.
21. Okay, you can feel coldness grip your limbs and attempt to worm its way inside your muscles. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that Shadash is also pretty close to death's door. You seem to be able to fight it off. Okay.
Gosh, please.
That would have
Shadash,
definitely-
please, I would saved you twice.
I saw you planting the explosives. I know what you did.
I didn't plant any explosives. What the fuck are you talking about? This is you making shit up, Shadash.
Stop trying to gaslight the Yeti.
I didn't plant the explosive. That was the fucking
No, you-
hillbilly.
You drove him around to different spots on the mountain so he could plant the explosives.
No,
It's not
drove him to one.
significantly different.
I drove him to one, and he planted all the explosives. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
Your mistake there, Adam, was thinking that he's trying to gaslight the Yeti, but he's just delusional.
I gaslight myself. I didn't do it. I didn't do
Leslie doesn't
I
count
done
those
nothing.
kills because he didn't stab him himself.
it.
All right. The army is going to try and get its shit together. You can see it outside of the doors of this cabin. You can see singed and still, to an extent, burning Goliath warriors crowding around. However, some of them seem to be like holding their hands over their head as they seem to be being pelted with ice and snow from up above.
Yeah, Guggen.
It might be Guggen. It might be the citizenry who does not want Rend around.
It's the other Yetis. They've come to thank Leslie for saving them.
Woo! Yeah, other
Yeah.
Yetis. There are
The
fucking
fucking-
shit ass.
The zombie Yetis and all of their Yeti children.
Thank you for killing us. You are the best, Leslie.
Leslie.
It's Clay's turn. Clay is going to leap upon the back of this Yeti right here and attempt to... he is going to attack it twice. Okay. One attack, 15. That hits. 2 attacks, 14. Also hits.
Wow, like you're the best.
2d6 plus 8. 18 points of damage as he buries his blades again and again into the back of this creature that is throttling Raz. Now it's Raz's turn. Raz is going to do a very similar thing. He is also going to attack the Yeti atop him recklessly, so he gets advantage. It's 20 to hit. I'm not wrong. 7 points of damage. Now the black link is on this Yeti. This Yeti made a mistake. This is clear. Globtalk's turn. A lot has just happened.
Embrace the chaos, drink the potion.
Embrace chaos.
Embrace chaos! Okay, your potion is... Alright, so you drink your potion, that's a bonus action, so you're good there. And this sort of shimmering glow sort of covers your body. You gain a +5 to your AC.
Ooh. Get in here, Globtalk. Take tank some
Globtalk is going to stay where she is.
Okay.
Mapping this out, I think the power attack. Yeah, I think it's worth.
You remember from
power attack on Prince Rend.
Power attack on Prince Rend.
22.
Hot diggity damn, that hits.
Or 20 damage, and then extra attack. Only a 9.
9 does not hit. Okay, so this attack does hit him in the throat. Blood pours out of his mouth and down his chest, and he glares with wild rage around him. He tries to yell, but it's all strangled gooiness. He has got 1 hit point left. Anything else from Globtalk?
Yeah, I shouldn't have done the second power attack, but never mind. No, that's Globtalk's turn.
Dave, why don't you go ahead and give me a D8?
Yeah.
Oh, please let it be.
As we are at the top of the round.
2.
Hardwick shows up.
2.
Hardwick, the hero, the legendary hero.
The fuck
Killer.
Hardwick, I want the frog.
Not the frog. I want the frog.
He just hops on Ren's head, deals 1 hit point of damage.
Ah, the true hero.
Okay, you don't see the immediate effect for the moment. Go ahead and work on your turn, Leslie.
All right, time to do some chaos. Drink the potion.
All right, bonus action. You drink the potion. Your body fills with this chill sense of coldness. You have just gained fire resistance.
Whoa.
Everybody else's thing was kind of cooler than
Whoa. Woo. All right.
Sorry about that. Random.
I fireball less.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally still won't just kill me. If I go here, will I get advantage?
I think you'd have to move down some, but yeah.
Yeah, down. I'm moving down a little bit as well.
Raz is on the floor. He is prone and he's kind of occupied, but that is not taken into consideration when evaluating the validity of flanking.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
23 hits. Yes.
All right. Sweet. All right. I'm gonna spin around Ren's head, and with my dagger. I guess I did that with my rapier. Take off his head. We're gonna end this the same way I started it with my first kill. I'm gonna pop his head off. And I'm gonna
pop his head off.
I'm gonna bat it with a flip on my broom, out the door.
You hear shouts of horror and dismay as you do so. Not 1, but 2 mighty kings of Freefall have fallen in 24 hours.
At least I was able to kill 1 king.
Still only counts as 1.
Wait, he wasn't even the king?
Technically he was.
No, he wasn't.
Given line of success.
Regicide has been accomplished again!
Twice? In a day?
In 24 hours!
I think Foot got the tie-breaking vote on that.
Globtalk's going to look at the Yeti and shrug and say, "Hark, behold."
Yeah!
Shadash!
It's a living.
But also, Shadash, stop now. There is no point to this.
Shadash seems indecisive. Is there anything else you want to do? Anything else you can do?
I got nothing else to do. I guess I can move a little bit more.
All right. On his turn, Rend is going to bleed.
Die.
The Yeti in front of you, Foot, at least, does not seem as though he particularly cares that Rend has been rent.
Oh, of course not. So, Foot is going to look past this Yeti. Shadash, what's your answer?
And is that all you got? You gonna delay?
I'm gonna delay.
Okay. You delay.
No, not on delay. Delay.
On delay.
Hee-haw. All right. It is the Yeti's turn. The 2 other Yetis, the one that is standing and in relatively good health, and the one that is being absolutely... You know what? I'm not going to say the first couple words that came to mind. That is being decimated by Raz and Clay. Both turn towards their leader. Chadash seems to consider, and then his brows furrow, and this look of anger comes over his face, and he begins chanting.
Okay. Whatever I can come out of it.
You would definitely, I think, reasonably be able to take this as a sign of continued antagonism, so go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, so I don't get a tax opportunity. I'm going to clamber up here, I'm going to reach out and touch Chadash, and I'm going to transmute his flesh into gold.
Son of a bitch! Are you kidding me?
Yes!
Alright, this is what you get, motherfucker.
Alright, I feel like Chadash should be allowed to make a Constitution saving throw against your spell DC. Does that seem fair?
As long as it is narratively succinct in the end.
Yeah, I think I have a way to do that. Okay, I'll tell you what. What it is Chadash will turn to gold. The Constitution saving throw will determine whether he can resist it long enough to get this spell off.
Yes. That does
18.
That does make it.
As his body is once again encapsulated in this gold leaf, Chadash closes his eyes tight, finishes concentrating, and casts Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
The entire room. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. The entire room is filled with the hooting and hollering and angry spirit warriors of Yetidom past. This, by the way, was what Leslie rolled for this round. Yeah, concentration, blah, 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 blah. They flit around you for a distance of 15 feet for the duration. The duration is one single turn. All right, everybody except for Globtalk has to go ahead and make a
Wisdom.
a wisdom saving throw.
That one.
I think it's only when you start your turn.
Yeah, but all of you are gonna start your turn now.
Yeah. We're all gonna start our turn.
Doesn't make much of a difference.
All right, I'm dead. One of my turn starts anyway. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe Clay will be a cool guy and like just run across and then push me out. or Raz.
It does help that the army outside seems to be in complete disarray. So we're not worried about the army anymore. You've decimated them with fireballs, and they've just seen their leader's head torn off and thrown out the door. It's Clay's turn. Clay is going to gently shut the door.
All right.
And he is going to take... I'm just going to roll one instance of 3d8. That's 17. Natural 20. He does pretty well. He only takes 8 points of damage. That was basically his action. On Raz's turn, Raz is not going to be quite so gentle. That's a 21 and an 11. That is enough. Yeah, this Yeti had 4 hit points left. In addition to the slashing damage that Raz deals, for a moment, the sort of like the ghastly specter of a Yeti is pulled from the body of this Yeti and drawn into the sword. The sword has just eaten the Yeti's soul. The Yeti is dead.
Oh my god.
More than dead, really. Yet Raz also only takes 8 points from the Spirit Guardians. Chadash is mostly gold. Globtalk, it is your turn. Chadash isn't looking good. The other Yeti is dead. There is only one standing foe immediately in front of you, and you've got your shields up.
Does he look at all seem like he's just gonna keep going? Is that patently obvious?
I'm going to say he seems hesitant. He's still got a claw raised, as though he's going to strike you down. So, ostensibly going to continue hostilities, could be moved to not.
You know what? They were already given a chance. You can only be so merciful. 15?
15 absolutely hits. Big buckets of hit
15
points.
And a 16. 53 points of damage.
53 points of damage. One eye, second eye, third eye, ground.
They have 3 eyes.
Third eye in an esoteric metaphysical sense. You got to make your wisdom save, Leslie.
All right. Now he just needs to roll all ones, and then I won't be knocked out.
So you take 8 points. And yeah, you were knocked out cold.
Yeah, I'm knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
I
will say that you were close enough to the ground that you don't take additional fall damage, and therefore don't automatically take a death save or lose a death save.
I'm only like 5 feet off the ground by now.
Yeah, you're only 5 feet off the ground, exactly. Foot needs to make a save.
I rolled a nat 1.
You rolled a nat 1 earlier, yeah. So you take the full, 17 points.
All right. Who's left?
Shadash.
Shadash is gold.
Now, yep, as of the beginning of his turn, Shadash has completely turned to gold, and not immediately, not like a faucet, the spiritual yetis and their hooting and hollering fade off into the ether, and the visage that is left upon Shadash's golden face is one of fury and, on another level, some kind of satisfaction. And
I mean, he just watched the last 2 members of his tribe die too. So
yeah,
he went out in a fight. That's all that counts for Yetis, I guess.
Okay,
that's a good point. That when we killed these 2 guys, did they join the Spirit Guardians?
Well, one of them sure didn't because his soul got fucking eaten, but maybe the other one did. Sure, we can make that canon. I like that.
He got soul sucked. The other one's in there fighting in Yeti of Valhalla.
Everyone is here.
Except for that guy. He actually dead.
I guess I'm just going to try to stabilize Leslie then.
Sure.
No idea what to
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Is it still called medicine? It's not called heal. It's medicine. Yeah, it's medicine check.
All right. Well, that is only a 6.
Well, you don't actively make it worse.
Do I do my death save or something?
Globtalk will get a turn before you have to do that, I think.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll wait then.
Yeah.
She does have healer's kits, so she'll use one of those. I think I can auto-stabilize without having to roll for that with the healer's kit.
Yeah, you just have to expend a use. All right, excellent. Yep, yeah, you're able to stabilize him. In the deep morass of the ethereal plane that you have found yourself upon, Leslie, it feels as though there are people and creatures all around you looking at you. You look up and you think you can see wispy faces in the mist, faces of people that you recognize and have ended.
Hey, I have to say, I recognize that guy. I killed him.
And that guy, and that guy.
Anyway, I killed you too, and you, and you.
And in and among it all, you see the tall skeletal figure of a gaunt and hooded specter who raises a bony finger to where his lips would otherwise be and just goes shh. And next thing you know, you are lost to regular unconsciousness.
I die.
No longer dying.
What happened?
Nice. Yeah, you're still unconscious. Shut up.
He's still sleeping. He's talking in his sleep. Spirit guardians. Spirit guardians.
The consequences of my actions.
Clay goes to the window and looks out at. He says, like,
"Geez, I guess people were more upset about Rend than we thought."
Yeah, well, you know, the golden apple doesn't fall far from the golden tree.
If you peer out the window yourselves, you can see sort of the last remnants of the army running off into the frozen slopes of Mount Freefall.
Yeah.
You can hear cheering from up on the next level, the residential level of Freefall.
It's a good thing they left. I didn't have any more fireballs.
Jump up in the air and freeze. Jump. And that was it. That was Freefall. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes. How much is a giant statue of Shadash?
Oh gosh, solid gold statue of a multi-ton creature. Hard to adjudicate that.
Yep, we'll just say it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Well,
You're not worried
we
about
put it next
anything.
to the T-Rex, and we just make up like a new mythology. It's like Godzilla.
King Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Kong in Freefall.
I am 100% okay.
I'll admit it was a little touch and go. Wasn't sure what Leslie was going to do, but it felt like something that needed to be done, so...
I was thinking it would be really funny, but I'm going to die if I don't kill him. But I was going to die, apparently.
Yeah. Later on, probably, once you wake up and he gets a moment alone with you, Raz will probably ask you something along the lines of,
"Hey, did you
Did you not turn on these guys because you like them and you've turned over a new leaf in your life, or was it just like tactical?
Yes.
That's perfect.
Leslie has officially been added to the best friend list.
Oh no! I made the mistake. No. I made a mistake. I need to go back. I need to go back.
I've changed my mind. Oh, that was fucking good. That was a good little campaign there. That was very enjoyable. What do you think your characters will do from here on out?
Probably wander around, killing people.
Yeah, as the wandering clan do.
Foot's got to get ready. He's got a lot of adventure to go.
Yeah, he's got I'm honestly kind of expecting to see him again for future shenanigans. So.
Does he? Does he have to? He has a solid gold statue he can sell for millions of gold.
I suppose that is fair.
It's true, but also worth mentioning. Great big quest having.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if these guys are planning to just piss off, did Prince Rend have a crown of any sort?
Prince Rend did not, but the crown was sort of confiscated by Rook's people. Rend hadn't. He was going to go claim the crown. He did not have access to it yet. No, it was confiscated and sort of like put in a secure location. The Rook, shortly after your previous side.
How does Clay know where that is?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of our storehouses up in the city. Why?
Well, you gotta need someone to roll in the interim.
He looks down at the Rook and is like,
I suppose that's so. Rook was pretty adamant about no crowns and no kings and stuff.
That's fine. I'll take it with me when I go.
Well, get it out of here, I guess. We don't need that around here anymore.
Well, I mean, she's gonna gesture to all the corpses. We kind of do for a little bit.
I guess the question is what are we going to do when the High King finds out about all this?
Wait, there's another king?
Yeah, the High King of Pylon.
You mean there are more opportunities for regicide? Wait, no, fuck.
Wait, do we have to deal with that guy too? When do we stop?
Man, once you kill one king, you just can't. It's like a potato chip. You just can't stop.
Feels so good.
Shit. Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
so,
I'm assuming there's a lot more depth that we'll need to go into, like blah blah blah. But I am going to just continue my streak of claiming territory as goblins.
You were asked to help in your official capacity to keep the peace.
Yeah, and if these guys aren't planning on sticking around, Globtuck might as well become interim queen while we figure shit out.
Queen Regent, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so you're queen. Nobody, I think there's probably going to have to be some T's crossed and I's dotted on that, but I'm willing to give that to you.
By the end of these games, I'm just going to take over the whole of the world.
Yeah. What's that star icon?
Probably the army outside.
Wow. Well, what's that 10 then? It's right below it.
The star icon is actually one of those pieces of bread. Is clay.
Oh my god. Clay's been here the entire time.
It's fucking loafing around.
God. You hit me with a bad pun. Even God is against us.
Oh, that reminds me. It's been a day. So Foot, Rust, Foot can go ahead. You can go ahead because Rust doesn't. Because Foot doesn't. I'm gonna start again. Rust, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Right.
First, you have to find somebody to actually operate the gondola because everybody's hungover, those who are not still reveling. And you find yourselves at the bottom. What kind of state are you guys in?
Well, Lizzie doesn't really drink, so he's sober and not hungover.
First time that's...
Just be Foot is no longer afflicted, polymorph, whatever.
I think when you drank that potion, it took it away.
Restoration potion.
Yeah. Morph pox, the restoration potion.
The boy sauce. The boy sauce.
The boy sauce. Yeah, that's right. The boy juice? I don't know if that's worse or not, because boy sauce is pretty bad.
Well, first you need to mix the boy sauce with the man milk.
No! I didn't even choose to say no.
You started this. You put him down this path. You live with the consequences.
I forgot about that entirely.
He said man milk. I didn't make him say man milk.
I
resent that.
I have a TF2 item named that.
You know what he's like. You open that door.
You invited it.
I'll take you people anyway.
What did I do this time?
This time?
What did I do this time? Come on.
Oops. I'll tell you. I'll give you one thing for free. The turning tide.
Yeah, what happened to them?
You fucking killed them.
Oh hell yeah!
we just blew them up.
Bindal and Svardrick were working to undermine the king by making the public extremely pissed off at him. They were in league with Rend. Rend was pulling those strings, sort of like indulging the king in his cruelties and his weird shit, so that when he was murdered, they would welcome Rend with open arms.
He was by far the worst of them all.
But their mistake was they played into it too hard and just made themselves assholes.
If we got exactly where he wanted anyways, for his father to maybe not die, but to be disposed so that he could be the king, why did he even come after us?
First of all, he assumed that he could get the member of the Wandering Clan, the notoriously cutthroat assassins. He assumed he could sway Leslie with money.
Plus, I think in his mind, in his plan, like he would have stabbed Ruck and then walked out, and we'd have been peppered with arrows, already dead.
Yeah, that was plan A. Plan B was he wanted to make sure that he had some bodies, especially like say goblins, who everybody knows how goblins are. Somebody to actually neatly be the bad guy in the situation. So he could walk in and be like, oh, I've got the people who killed the king, spit upon their corpses and stuff like that.
And the thing is as well, like, for all we know, he could have been a really good king.
Don't think about it.